Okay. Hey, if you'll open up Zoom in LaunchPoint, one of the first things I'm going to do is run down the settings page where we're going to find how to enable breakout rooms. So my presentation really today is about breakout rooms and how you can use breakout rooms to foster discussion. So we're going to find that option in settings. So I want you to first navigate to Zoom in LaunchPoint, and then can you find the settings page? Let's see, yeah, you guys can see my Zoom screen, yeah. So setting, you're usually dumped in on meetings right here. But instead of meetings, we're not going to look at that one right now. We're going to go down here to settings and check these out. And as we scroll down the page, the one we're looking for is about halfway, but I feel like there are some good stops along the way. So, hey, just yell out and stop me if you have any questions. I'm going to run through a few settings that I think might be good. I haven't used all these, but I have used some of them to some success. When you start scrolling down through here, we talked about requiring a password the other day. I think you really should. We've gotten some advice from the central office not to, and I'm not quite sure why. I can't imagine a scenario where you would not want a password. Kids don't have to type it in. It's embedded in their link already. So if you enable password and then send them a link for that, then they don't have to type anything in. So there's no bad side to that. Okay, here in meetings, this is under the in meeting settings. You might consider turning off private chat. Kids can private chat one another. You guys have seen this in the meetings we've done. So just keep in mind that you can't see what messages are being sent, and maybe you don't care, but here you can turn off private chat. So all chat is public, or you can just turn off all chat. Either one of those is an option. File transfers might be a good one. I've not used this, but kids can send you files and kids can send one another files. I've read a little bit, maybe a worry about this. People always worry when you're transferring files that you're transferring some malicious program. But I think for our students, if they're just turning in work to you, then this might be a good option. I've not actually tried file transfer in my meetings. If you scroll down a little further, there's a screen sharing. In about half the Zoom meetings I've done, and this is with freshman boys, they want to like share their screen and show the video game they're playing. And you can disable that once that shenanigan starts from inside the meeting, but you can also choose here to just stop sharing screen right from the beginning and just say the only person who can share is the host, or not share at all. The next one, if we scroll down a little bit, we're going to find breakout rooms. And this is the one I want you to turn on if you want to try this out and see the settings. This is enabled in our meeting. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see of my control bar, but this is the toggle you need in order to enable breakout rooms. And then there's 3 down below here. Remote support, if you wanted to like, this allows you to take control of a student's computer. I've actually done this once with a kid in my web development class who really needed me to show them what to do. So remote support is one where kids can turn over control of their computer to you. Attention tracking is an interesting one. It's down here. If you turn this on, then you get an indicator if the attendee doesn't have Zoom in focus. Now, hey, I'm one to like put the meeting in the background and check email and may or may not surf Reddit. But if you want to know about your kids, whether or not they have the meeting in focus, then you can turn that on and get at least a notification that they're playing a video game or something in the background. You actually can't see what it is they are doing. Zoom just tells you that they're not looking at Zoom anymore.
Hey, so can I interrupt and have a quick question?
Yes.
Hey, so yesterday during my class, what I did was after, the 15-minute class had gone on, I said, I said it like 4 times. I'm doing attendance at the end of class, stay, stay, stay. So I'm doing attendance.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, Edwin, you here? And like his screen was there, but He never said here. His microphone was not red. So if he had the ability to talk back, he could have. So
Right.
I have no clue if he was there. But he was still like present. So is that kind of what you're doing when you do that?
So what that notification will do is it will only show you that there is another window in focus. Like if you look down in your system bar right now, you'll see a couple programs open, and one of those programs is highlighted because it's the program that has focus. Right now mine's Zoom because the camera's on, but I can switch it to Chrome or Notepad or email. So when Zoom loses focus, there'll be a notification in your participants menu that tells you they don't have Zoom focused anymore. Now, Mary Catherine, that may mean the video is playing in their background, like they can still see it going on their desktop. They may still be listening, but the Zoom window is not focused. Does that make sense? It wouldn't solve your problem that you just mentioned.
Okay, yeah.
Mary Catherine, he had an assignment for my class yesterday through Zoom, a project, and he didn't show up. I think he emailed me a couple times. I think he might have had computer issues. So finally, like the third try, we did his project. Just FYI. But I had a couple yesterday that had trouble like getting on, or in the mic you could see it looked like they were there, but they couldn't. So just FYI.
Okay, the last one on here, and this is just me because email notifications drive me crazy. Way down here at the bottom, well, I passed it. You can turn off these email notifications when attendees join, or it just drove me nuts. So I found a toggle down here where it stops emailing you that like people are showing up and you're not here. So you can leave that on or off. And then guys, feel free to like browse through all those settings. There's a ton of them. Hey, interestingly, if you go to the start menu on your computer, Zoom has a desktop app that always launches your meeting. And if you open the desktop app, in the top right-hand corner of that app, there's another settings menu with a lot of other individual settings in there. Let me see if I can show that to you. No, I can't show that to you. So you may just check out the settings on the desktop app also. There are some interesting ones.
I have a
Any
question.
questions there before I talk about breakout rooms?
Yeah, Daryl, I have a question.
Yes,
When you're about to talk about breakout?
I am.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let
Okay.
you go then.
Okay, and then I'll come back to you, Veronica. Okay,
Yeah.
so breakout rooms, I think that I'm going to have a hard time demonstrating it while we're having a meeting. So I might just have to explain to you what breakout rooms are and then let you try them out. I do want to see if we can't get it going. I have the option on my tools bar right now, but hey, in short, what happens, guys, either before or during the meeting, you can enable breakout rooms and you can pre-assign people to a room. So you can make groups or you can let Zoom choose the groups for you. So when you make a breakout room, you say, hey, we're going to put like 4 people in a room together or 3 people in a room together. And then you hit the button and they all separate from you so that they don't see other groups and they don't see you unless you come and visit their room. So what you can do is suggest a topic or a problem and say, hey, we're going to break out and talk for a little bit. I want you to talk about this problem. And then you hit the button and then you can go around and like peek into each one of the breakout rooms and see what's going on. You can interact with the people in the room, and then you can come back to your interface and just say to everybody, you can like voice into everybody's room and say, hey, we got 1 more minute, and you click close breakout rooms and a countdown timer starts on their screen and lets them know they have 1 minute left before their room closes and everybody comes back together. Hey, can we try and, well, let me check chat here. Veronica, does that, I can keep going.
I had tried to do the breakout rooms with my Hall County art teachers. I tried to make it so that middle school had a breakout room and elementary had a breakout room. And for some reason, they couldn't join them. They couldn't get into them, and I had to assign the people. So I wanted to find out if I can specify a room or label a room and then have them join it.
I don't think that you can. I think that you have to assign people to breakout rooms if you want them in specific groups.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to have an elementary school and a middle school group, then once the meeting begins, then you go through your participants list and check all the middle school art teachers.
Oh.
And then you separately check all the elementary school art teachers. And then when you hit breakout rooms, they'll be in rooms together.
Okay. So there's no way for them to actually sign up for it. So
no, they would make their own meeting, see, and that's a little bit different thing. So what this does is it offers the host a big level of control over the rooms.
Control, yeah.
So they don't have a choice whether to join a breakout room or not.
Okay. Okay.
Jennifer asked, did I say the breakout rooms can assign them randomly? And the answer is yes, which I find pretty handy. So this is a different case than Veronica's asking about. If you wanted just groups of 3 talk about this topic, then you can say, here we go, everybody's about to drop in a breakout room with random people, introduce yourself, and then talk about the topic. You've got 3 minutes. And then you hit the button for breakout rooms, and everybody is randomly split up among the participants that are present. So that's another way you can do that too. Carrie, I missed your question late. It says, what do I mean highlighted at the bottom? I'm not sure what, that was too long ago. Sorry.
Well, what I was saying was, you said there was some stuff highlighted at the bottom. I didn't see anything highlighted except my share screen. Is that
right.
Just when you're hosting?
Yeah, I think that you can't see my Zoom controls, and the Zoom controls
That's correct.
Is what I really want to show you, but you can't see those. So I'm kind of having to narrate through, like, if you started a meeting with that box checked that I showed you, then in your meeting controls, you would see a breakout rooms button. Okay. And so, hey, I want to try real quick to do breakout rooms. So I've got a box up now that says assign participants into, and I'm going to choose 3 rooms automatically. And I'm going to click create rooms. And then I'm going to send you to these 3 rooms, and everybody just say, hey, and introduce your dog or whatever. Here we go. I'm going to open all rooms now. And then you should be able to click join room. Okay.
Here we are.
As the moderator, I can duck into this room and then leave this room also.
That's cool.
I'm gonna jump out of this breakout room and go to room 2.
So hey,
I've been using.
Hey, I just popped out of breakout room number 1.
Writing stuff down.
Now I'm in breakout room 2. Oh, we're introducing pen.
Hey, yeah, show us your pen, Daryl.
I have a Palomino Blackwing 602.
Ooh, wow.
Mine is a really cool Lego pen.
Oh, that is cool. Gotta go.
Okay, bye-bye.
I've been in breakout room 1 and 2, and I'm visiting 3.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. And now I'm going to broadcast a message to everybody. This is going to be in the chat box. Closing rooms. And then I'm going to close them. We're going to return to main set. Oh, hey, everybody's back. Hey, that mutes everybody's microphone when we come back to the main.
They all left me.
You have about how that works.
Yeah.
It is, once you choose breakout rooms, it really is pretty like walk you through it. Unless you want to manually choose them, Veronica. I mean, it walks you through if you want to manually choose them also, but it's not quite as easy as just automatically choosing.
So Daryl, did you set those breakout rooms up before the meeting, or did you just do it just now?
No, I just now did it when I started talking. It automatically, a little a little dialogue box came up that asked me how many rooms I wanted to split the 10 participants into. And I just
okay.
chose 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, one other neat thing is that you can get someone in each breakout room to record what happens in that room. So I actually haven't tried this out before, and I'm not sure where the recording goes. It would be really cool if it would go to your laptop so that you could go back later and watch the video of what happened in each breakout room, even when you weren't looking in it. So that might be something you guys want to experiment with maybe a small group of kids, and just see when they choose record what happens to the video when the meeting is over. The video I'm making right now will get saved on my computer. I suspect, Monica, like for instance, if you were in breakout room 2 and you were videoing, then the video for breakout room 2 would be on your laptop. And then it would be a little bit of a bear to probably get that video back to me, because they get to be pretty large, especially if the meeting lasts more than 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna.
So you're, sorry, Daryl, are you going to try that now and see if that recorded, or you want to do that now? Or
I don't want to do that now.
this is pretty cool for, like, we were talking about faculty meetings, if they were to come together, split in departments and come back, something like that.
Yes, and they could manually put us in departments. They could do that. Great. Well, hey, that's all that I have to share about breakout rooms. If you want to hang around,